Wait! Where's the wicked gods? And the rest of the field?
Well, although your attack never kicked in, the effect of the Wicked Eraser activated just after it left the field, destroying every other card on the field.
Well then this duel is as good as over! I've got plenty of cards in my hand and 3,000 life points. Even if you attack me now, I'll just summon something stronger next turn to come and finish you off. Whatever you've done, you've got nothing to show for it.
Oh, that's not true, Prez. I admit, you almost had me, but now I have something that you don't. Look up.
What the hell is that?
I only wish you could see the look on your face, Prez Komori. It's the same face that your dad made, just before he turned his back on me, and made me who I am now.
You see, Prez, the Wicked God cards didn't just go away. While all three of them were out together, they instinctively made a contact fusion. And together, they created the most dangerous creature in the history of the game, forbidden to all history, the Wicked Precursor. And what bad luck! Out of all the 7 billion people on this planet, it's gonna feast on you first!
Maverick, you stupid prick! As powerful as you say it is, the Wicked Eraser's effect also destroyed my Dark Necrosphere. And by the time my turn is over, it'll let me control that stupid thing up in the sky, and I'll use it to finish you off. So for that purpose, I'll end my turn right now.
You have a lot to learn about this card, Prez. You see, the Wicked Precursor is the most pure form of a demon ever created in Deadside. It's not affected by any of your spells, traps, or monster effects. So it's staying with me.
Damn it! That thing is huge. It practically looks unbeatable, but what does it do?
Okay, I'll tell you, Prez, but you might want to pay attention, because this demon of a card has plenty of effects for me to cover over. Now for its first other effect, not only is it not affected by any of your card effects, but during each of my standby phases, my life points are doubled. So now I have some breathing room.
No, this is gonna drag on with that kind of effect. I can't let him gain life points when I'm this close.
Now as for the strength of this card, the Wicked Precursor's attack and defense points are equal to that of my life points. So for now it's not very strong, but just strong enough to put a dent into your life points. Now Wicked Precursor, attack Prez directly!
No way. That was only 600 points.
Painful, ain't it? Just remember though, this is Deadside at 100% effect, and it's coming from a beast that's the incarnated form of all three Wicked God cards put into one. So the way you're used to it, I'd say 600 points is worth about 10,000 points of damage to someone like you. Now remember, Prez, if you die before we finish, you automatically forfeit the duel to me. I personally wouldn't want it to go down like that, but whatever works.
Damn you, Maverick! I don't care what happens to me. You are not winning this duel. Even if I'm paralyzed for life, you will never beat me!
Oh, wait. There's another effect to the Wicked Precursor that you should probably know. During each of your standby phases, your life points get cut in half. So every turn, you're gonna take another dose of dead-side infected pain to your body.
Hurts like a bitch. Your precursor hurts more than anything I've ever felt before. But it's only got 600 attack points. And your life points can't afford to take this one. I activate Monster Reborn to bring back my summoned skull.
There's two more things you should probably know. For one, the Wicked Precursor doesn't allow me to lose any life points while it's on the field. And secondarily, all other monsters on the field have an attack and defense power of 0.
Bastard! And I left it in attack mode too. And that precursor is gonna have its attack points doubled again next turn.
You figured it out, Prez. Next turn, my Wicked Precursor is gonna be strong enough to slay your summoned skull and bring your life points to 0. You've lost, Prez. This is your last turn before the world is mine.
No! No! There has to be something I can do. The only other monster I can summon though is my red-eyes black dragon. Wait. There is one thing.
Talking to yourself isn't going to make things any easier for yourself. I got you. Plain and simple.
Well, if Jake taught me anything, it's that when you run out of ideas, improvise. I activate polymerization to fuse the red-eyes black dragon in my hand with my summoned skull to summon one of my personal favorites, the Black Skull Dragon, in defense mode.
Now I'm somewhat impressed. You actually saved yourself a turn. Sacrificing your own summoned skull for a new monster in defense mode. Huh.
And the power downgrade should affect your monsters too. I figured that much out. I'll place one card face down to end my turn.
You're right. None of my other monsters can really make a difference with no attack or defense points. But like I need them. First and foremost, since it's my turn again, my life points are once again doubled. And my ultimate god card gains more strength. Now Wicked Precursor destroy his Black Skull Dragon!
As long as I'm still in this duel, you're not pushing me down again. Not with my monsters out to take the hits.
Well, if you run out of monsters to defend yourself with, this duel is practically over. All my precursor needs is one good hit to your life points. I'm gonna end my turn, And you should know what happens next, right?
I'm well aware. I activate the spell card, Pot of Greed. This will allow me to draw 2 extra cards. For now, I'll set a monster and 1 card face down to end my turn.
You're shaking, Prez. If you're afraid of me, it's okay. Be honest with yourself. You won't be around for much longer anyway. This card will come in handy later, but for now I can settle for just attacking. Wicked Precursor, destroy his face down!
The monster that you just destroyed was my Cyber Jar. With its first effect, upon being flipped over, it self-destructs on the field, but obviously your Wicked Precursor isn't affected by it. But afterwards, we pick up the top 5 cards in our deck, and any level 4 lower monsters among them, we can summon to the field immediately. I only drew 2 monsters, but at least this'll provide me with a defense. So first, I'll summon Double Stun, and alongside it I'll summon another monster, Dark Resonator.
Very well, but believe it or not, I still have monsters left too. To match your 2 monsters, first I'll summon Goblin Attack Force. Then to give it some well-deserved company, I'll also bring out my Giant Orc. And then finally, I'll also summon Indomitable Fighter Lele. But it's not sticking around. Since it's still my turn, I'll have it attack your Double Kastan.
You're doing this to eliminate my defenses. But how did you do that? Normally 2 monsters with 0 attack points don't do anything to each other.
Now you're catching on, Prez. You can't dodge me forever. As for what just happened, another handy effect from the Precursor. Now I know your Dark Resonator takes 2 hits to kill, but that's not a problem. I'll have both Goblin Attack Force and Giant Orc attack.
Damn it!
Now finally, I'll end my turn by placing 1 card face down and setting another monster in face down defense mode. Now let's see what you've got left.
Damn dead side. Gets worse after every turn. I gotta finish this before my body gives out on me. There's only a handful of moves that I can do now, but fine. I'm desperate. First, I'll activate the spell card, Dark Eruption. This card allows me to add 1 dark monster with 1500 or less attack points from my graveyard back to my hand. And I'll choose Spirit Reaper. At least this way you can't attack me directly again. But first, I'll activate another spell card, Dark Magic Curtain. By paying up half of my life points, I can special summon from my deck, my Dark Magician. And finally, I'll place 1 card face down to end my turn once again.
You're barely hanging on, Prez. And no, you're not getting the chance to use your Spirit Reaper. Not like it's a difference maker anyway. Let me tell you something, Prez. You really should have set your Spirit Reaper first, because I flipped some in my morphing jar. Now we both have to toss out our entire hand and draw 5 new cards. My hand was nothing special under these conditions, but good thing there's now room for change.
Shit! My Spirit Reaper! But why? Why would you activate a morphing jar when it gives me a new line of defense in my hand?
Well, although your Dark Devourer deck is very impressive, and you have a stacked graveyard to use against me if it weren't for the wicked precursor, it does, however, have one fatal weakness. In just a short moment, Prez, neither of our life point totals are going to matter at all, because guess what? You're well on your way to running out of cards in your deck. Once you have nothing left to draw, your immense graveyard isn't going to matter.
He's right. I practically used everything against him. I've got a new hand, but now I only have 7 cards left in my deck, and his life points are gonna keep doubling every turn. How the hell do I win against an opponent who can't take damage, has a spiking amount of life points, and do it all before decking out?
In the meantime, let's do something about that dark magician of yours. Wicked Precursor, erase that magician from the field.
Even the attacks that don't hit my life points, those are starting to hurt now.
Well, that's a classic case in Deadside. Quick wear and tear. I end my turn.
Okay, Maverick, listen up. I'm calling the end of this duel right now. I just realized that I can't beat you with my regular cards. But you're right. I do have a history of taking other people's cards. But a few of them include hand-me-downs from my dad and my brother. And keeping that in mind, by the end of this duel, your wicked precursor is gonna be destroyed, and your life points drop to 0.
Ooh, bold prediction. It's too bad that you don't actually have a claim to make that comeback.
Hey, I'm serious. Don't act as if you're not scared, Maverick. You were shaking when I almost finished you off with Ultimate Axon Kicker, and you know damn well that I've made comebacks before. Now, first of all, since I've got at least 5 dark monsters in my graveyard and no monsters out, I can special summon the Dark Creator. And with his other effect, by banishing Dark Arm Dragon from my graveyard, I can also summon back my Black Skull Dragon. And to conclude my turn, I'll also set this monster in face down defense mode.
My turn again. And another delivery of life points. Now, just in case you do have some kind of a comeback plan, I'll place this little number face down just to ensure that your life points hit 0.
You're only proving my theory right, Maverick. You wouldn't be setting that face down card if you weren't scared of what I plan to do. You're becoming quite a pest.
I'm not scared. And to prove it, I'll have my wicked precursor attack your Dark Creator.
But before you do, I activate my trap card Draining Shield. This won't stop the actual attack since precursor isn't affected. But just after it gets destroyed, I gain life points equal to your precursor's attack points, giving me 9,600 more life points. Now you're just taunting. You've really run out of tactics, haven't you? I'll end my turn. After this draw, I'll only have 5 cards left in my deck. Better make this one count. You must have a hard time admitting that you've lost, Prez. You only have 5 turns left, and after each turn, my life points only continue to rise. Well, first of all, I know for a fact that you have no monsters left in your deck that don't need sacrifices. So when I destroy that weakened precursor of yours, you have nothing left to defend yourself with, because you've already used up everything trying to get at me earlier. And just to show you how confident I am that I'm going to destroy your wicked precursor, I'll activate this, Allure of Darkness. This card lets me draw 2 new cards, and then I banish a dark monster in my hand. So I'll banish my Great Maju Garzette. Well, now you're really starting to push me, Prez Kamori! Do you have any idea who I am? You just threw away 2 turns! Because you think you can still win? Yes. This is what I wanted, Maverick. Your fear's starting to settle in. It's the same fear that I'm going to use to erase you from this world. I'll place 2 cards face down to end my turn. It may not look like it now, but I'm already setting up for your demise. Damn you! How can you still be so cocky at a time like this? How could you be so nervous at a time like this? You're winning after all. You little bitch! Tell you what, Prez. I'll beat you at your own game. I can use my graveyard too, so I'll activate the Cheerful Coffin. What this card does, since my hand is useless anyway, it allows me to send 3 monsters from my hand to the graveyard. And next, I'll have my wicked precursor attack your Black Skull Dragon. Not bad. But I still have monsters left. Question is, do you? Shut up! You're only gonna have 2 cards left in your deck after this draw anyway! I end my turn. You've got the strongest monster ever created and 19,000 life points. And yet I've still got you right where I want you. You know what? I'm even feeling a little merciful. I'll pass my turn. Fuck you! You've only got 1 monster left, and once I tear it apart, you're next! Well, I don't know about you, but you don't sound too sure of yourself. I have had enough of these mind games. My wicked precursor is at 38,000 attack points,
I'll have it obliterate your face-down monster!
The monster that you just obliterated was my doomsday horror. And when it's sent to the graveyard, the rest of my banished dark monsters all go back into my graveyard. And last time I checked, I've banished 13 dark monsters from the game so far. Doesn't matter. I end my turn. Only 2 cards left in my deck. Let's see what comes up now. And of course, I'll also lose half of my life points. For this turn, I'll activate the spell card Dark Hole. This obviously won't destroy the precursor, but it will at least destroy your morphing jar to compensate. Huh? Well, that was pointless. Why? Why would you waste a spell card on a morphing jar just sitting on the field? You'll see why next turn. I've only got one more monster left to defend myself with. And that just so happens to be my Komori Dragon. Although it's my favorite card, I'm willing to make the sacrifice. So I'll set my Komori Dragon face down. Now unless you can somehow get past it and attack me directly with your precursor, this'll be your last turn. I've got 4 face downs for a reason, so I'm done for now. You little son of a bitch! Nothing in my hand is of any use to me. But don't go around thinking that it helps you at all. No combination of cards in your entire deck could stand up to a behemoth with 76,000 attack points. Now, Precursor, obliterate his face-down Komori Dragon! That's it? That's it! Your favorite card just got smothered by a god with 76,000 attack points! And all you can say is, that's it! You're not being confident anymore! You're just being delusional now! What do I have to do to convince you that this duel is over? I'm done. I'm done. Draw your last card. Maverick. Oh, Maverick. You have no idea how fucked you are!